tall one.
Stephan! Come on, Laura!
Cat! Cat!
That's right.
Had him with glasses on, Debbie. That is Where's Felipe? That's Felipe, the one with the oil painting on the side.
Oh, up there?
Yeah. Felipe!
Smile for me.
Please be seated. Howdy. Good morning and welcome to the 2017 commencement. My name is Deborah Peacock and I'm the chair of the Board of Regents here at New Mexico Tech. And I'd like to introduce my fellow regents. Today with us we have Donald Manette, if you could please stand. Emily Silva. Maya Sawais, please stand. And unfortunately, our other regents, Jerry Armijo and David Gonzalez, could not be here today, but they asked me to give you the congratulations as well. So on behalf of all of the regents, we congratulate the class of 2017. Some of you might be wondering, who is this woman and why is she wearing a hard hat? And you've also noticed there's a lot of graduates out here with hard hats today. And if you're graduating from an engineering discipline, then you're allowed to wear a hard hat. You get a choice. You can wear the hard hat or you can wear the traditional cap. And I noticed some of you are wearing both. That was very creative. You're going to see a lot of sculptures and there's beautiful caps today. So enjoy your caps. But the main reason I'm wearing a hard hat is because if I don't do well and you start throwing things at me, I thought that this would offer a lot more protection. So let me tell you a little bit about the Board of Regents. We are appointed by the governor and we are the governing body for New Mexico Tech. And one of our main roles, along with the president, is to make sure that you all graduate today. We approve your graduation. The other role that we served last year is we selected a new president. And we had over 50 applicants, and our board unanimously selected Dr. Stephen Wells as our 17th president of New Mexico Tech. So Dr. Wells, he started in July, so this is his very first commencement at New Mexico Tech. And we hope he all does a really good job today because I notice he's not wearing a hard hat. So it's my honor and privilege to introduce Dr. Stephan Wells, President of New Mexico Tech.
Thank you, Chair Peacock, and the one I want is the one with the derrick back there. If I get to wear one, so that's great. Students, soon-to-be graduates, proud parents, family members, close friends, dedicated faculty and alumni, steadfast staff, devoted regents, it is my honor to welcome you all here to our 2017 commencement at New Mexico Tech. Welcome. As the 17th president, it's my pleasure to congratulate the class of 2017. This class will always hold a very special place in my heart because this is your last year as it was my first year, and you have made this a very warm and welcome year, and for that, thank all of you. In return, I planned a very special ending for the 2017 commencement, one you probably have not seen or heard before, one that is both cosmic and dynamic in nature. I think that fits with our nature here. In addition, we're adding two new elements to the commencement. For the first time this year, we'll have a student speaker, and we will also have a keynote or commencement speaker. So we gather here today to celebrate your steady and hard-won endeavors that have brought you here to this point in time. You've been on an academic voyage on New Mexico Starship, our New Mexico Tech. And through your voyage of inquiry, inspiration, and innovation, you have arrived at the threshold of graduation. We are confident that you will go forward with the knowledge, experience, insight, and courage to excel and contribute in ways you've yet to discover. So as you reflect on what lies beyond that threshold, I'd like for you to consider this quote by Sir Isaac Newton. I do not know what I may appear to the world, but to myself I seem like I've only been a boy playing on the seashore and diverting myself in now and then, finding another smooth pebble or prettier shell than ordinary, whilst the great ocean of truth lay all undiscovered before me. I urge you all to explore that great ocean that lies before you and have great discoveries. This is also a time to consider your parents, families, and friends who've joined us to honor those who are graduating from New Mexico Tech. They have provided unwavering support, both emotional and I'm sure financial. They deserve our thanks for supporting these young men and women as they pursue their educational careers here. So they are now graduating as techies. They deserve to give you applause to all the family, friends that have supported them. So let's do that now. To the families and friends. As techies, you've been grounded in a history and ethos of intellect, resilience, you all know that one, dedication, and potential that has been part of the character of New Mexico Tech since it was founded in 1889. You're about to become alumni of a higher education institution that has nearly 13 decades of proudly educating students. Over these decades, our alumni have innovated, designed, built technologies, business, and enterprises that are not only impactful and extraordinary, but have contributed to the advancement and well-being of communities here in New Mexico and around the world. Like our alumni here in the audience and around the world, you leave us today to either follow a professional opportunity, pursue graduate studies, or chase a lifelong dream. We hope that you're going to return here on occasion, remembering the time you spent with colleagues, faculty, and staff. So at this time, I'd like to recognize the outstanding faculty and staff that have helped bring you to this point in time. So if we can now give a round to the faculty and staff. Yeah! It is my pleasure to briefly introduce the members of the platform. Will you please stand when I call your name? Members of the Board of Regents, you've met Regent and Board Chair Deborah Peacock, Regent Donald Monette, Regent Maisa Weiss in the audience here, Regent Designee Emily Silva, and then Regent Jerry Armijo and David Gonzalez could not make it. Representing the administration are Dr. Peter Mosley, Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs. Dr. Van Romero, Vice President of Research and Economic Development. Ms. Melissa Armio-Fleming, Vice President of Student and University Relations. Dr. Cleve McDaniel, Vice President of Administration and Finance. And Dr. Doug Wells, Vice President of Academic Affairs. Representing the faculty are Dr. Sean Higgins of the Class Department. Dr. Snezhny Rogel of the Biology Department. Dr. Kevin Wiedeward, Professor of Electrical Engineering and Dean of Engineering. Dr. Bill Stone, Professor of Math and Dean of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Nelia Dunbar, Director of the Bureau of Geology and Mineral Resources. Dr. Lori Liebrock, Professor of Computer Sciences and Dean of Graduate Studies. And Dr. Frank Edscorn, Psychology Department, and today's keynote speaker. Representing the New Mexico alum are Kenneth Silsby, President of the Alumni Association. John Dottle, former President of the Alumni Association. And Lauren Roberts, class of 1988. From all of us on the platform, to you, the class of 2017, you have inspired us, you have challenged us, and you've left an indelible mark on this campus. As budding scientists and engineers, you know the significance of data. It's an important one. And keeping with a long-standing tradition here, I'd like to provide you with some vital data about your class of 2017. You ready for this? We should do this so you can hold up numbers and see how close you are to what I'm going to say. The average GPA of today's bachelor's recipient is 3.31. Wow. 74% of you have GPAs of 3.0 or greater. 39% of you have received an F in a course. 4 of you are graduating with a perfect 4.0 GPA.
Yeah!
Wave those hands. Let's see. Who are those? Let's see. There you go. The youngest bachelor's recipients are 21 years old, and there are 5 of them. And once we are here today, New Mexico Tech will have awarded 8,677 bachelor's degrees in the history of the university, and we've awarded 3,277 master's degrees and 459 doctoral degrees.
Yeah!
The most well-represented department this year in terms of graduates, surprise, surprise, mechanical engineering. With 57 bachelors being awarded today, the most well-represented department at the master's degree is also mechanical engineering, with 21 masters being awarded today, and materials engineering is the most well-represented department for PhDs, with 4 degrees. A few other interesting facts about our students. The class of 2017 is a diverse group, and 72% of our undergraduates are here from New Mexico, including students from Waterflow to Carlsbad, from Deming to Castilla, and all points in between. From out of state, the class of 2017 includes students from Alpharetta, Georgia, Mechanicsville, Maryland, Chicago, Illinois, El Paso, Texas, Monroe, Washington, Bakersfield, California, and many other places. So there are about 19 states represented. So congratulations. This year, our international students earning degrees hail from China, Colombia, Costa Rica, Croatia, Egypt, Kazakhstan, Ghana, India, Iran, Libya, Nepal, Philippines, and Turkey. Let's go ahead. So while today's ceremonies are focused on you, the graduates, we do take time to recognize those individuals, whether they are students, faculty, or alum, who've gone above and beyond their teaching, their research, or their service to New Mexico Tech. So we'll be giving awards today, and what we've done differently this year inside your programs are details on the awards and the award recipients so that you have something to look at there. So each year, Tech recognizes outstanding research and teaching by a faculty or staff member of the institution. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Van Romero, Vice President of Research, who will introduce the recipient of the Distinguished Research Award. Dr. Romero.
Thank you, President Wells. The recipient of the Distinguished Research Award is chosen by a committee of Tech faculty and researchers from a list of nominations by their colleagues. For the 2017 Distinguished Research Award, I would like to invite Dr. Snezhna Rozelia to join me at the podium. Dr. Snezhna Rozelia has been on our faculty in the biology department at New Mexico Tech since 1998. 10 years. She was selected for the Distinguished Research Award for her work on novel antibacterial, anti-cancer, and anti-parasitic drugs. She has 79 journal publications to her credit, and according to Web of Science, has an H-index of 25. Her publications have been cited by more than 5,300 times. These are remarkable numbers and speak highly of her efforts. While her work results in many top-notch publications, I'm sorry, there's a line missing from here, and I'm going to get it. Hold on.
It's going to be embarrassing.
While her work has resulted in many top-notch publications and patents, she is by far the most proud of having done all of her work while mentoring research students and training them. Hundreds of undergraduate students and almost 40 graduate students. While her work results in many top-notch publications and patents, she is by far, oops, it is there, I'm sorry.
Just say it twice.
Right,
It's all right.
that's right. Dr. Rozelia, for your outstanding contribution to research and for your impact on New Mexico Tech and our students, I am pleased to award you the 2017 Distinguished Research Award. Doug Wells, Vice President for Academic Affairs, will introduce the recipient of the Distinguished Teacher Award.
For the Distinguished Teaching Award of 2017, I would like to invite Dr. Sean Higgins to join me at the podium. Dr. Sean Higgins is completing his first academic year as a faculty member in the Communication, Liberal Arts, and Social Science Department at Tech. Higgins was nominated by more than a dozen students for this award. Higgins received overwhelming support for this award from the student body. Nomination letters praised Higgins for his style of teaching, leading constructive class discussions, taking time out of class to meet with students, and for his enthusiasm for teaching. Dr. Wells, I am honored to introduce the 2017 winner of the Distinguished Teaching Award, Dr. Sean Higgins. Please welcome the President of the Alumni Association, Kenneth Silsby, who will present the Alumni Association Awards.
On behalf of the New Mexico Tech Alumni Association and as its president, it's an honor to present the Alumni Association Distinguished Service Awards. For our first award, it goes posthumously to Dr. Frank Greiner, President of Radiology and Chief of Neuroradiology at the University of South Alabama School of Medicine, who passed away 2 years ago. Frank graduated from New Mexico Tech in 1975, and I think something notable about that is he did it in 3 years. That's something that is an achievement, I think. As a physician, radiologist, researcher, and teacher, he was well regarded, winning several distinguished teaching awards. He paid attention to detail, kept learning his entire life, and was unafraid to speak out when necessary, always keeping patient care at the top of his list. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in appreciating Dr. Francis Greiner. His mother is present in the audience to receive the award today. NMTA has the fortunate position to present a second service award. This one goes to a group that many people have known and loved over the years, the Vigilantes. It's been frequently observed that many, if not most, of the alumni who return to campus for 49ers in celebration hope to do so to see the Vigilantes at the Capitol Bar, reliving a lot of memories from the past. And as a result, we found it very appropriate that we honor them today with the service award. So please join me in welcoming the members of the Vigilantes that are present today to receive this award. Thank you very much, folks. The Alumni Association is also fortunate to present the Distinguished Alumni Achievement Award. For this award, would Lauren Roberts please come forward? Lauren Roberts has done his industry in mining, in gold mining in particular, and he was recently appointed Chief Operating Officer of Kinross Gold Corporation, where he oversees improvements in safety and operational performance. Lauren has recently made the most of his technical education in mining and engineering, and he began at New Mexico Tech, class of '89, and successfully merged that education with a continuing love of the business and working in many areas of operations to where he is today. Please join me in congratulating Lauren. The next award that's going to be presented is the honorary doctoral degree.
Periodically, the Faculty Senate approves honorary degrees to be awarded to individuals who have made significant contributions to their field of study or to New Mexico Tech. This year, we are awarding an honorary doctorate to John Daddle. John, will you join me? Earlier this year, the NMT Faculty Senate approved conferring an honorary doctorate to Mr. John Daddle, a 1960 graduate of New Mexico Tech. Mr. Daddle earned his bachelor's degree in mathematics and enjoyed a long and successful career with Booz Allen and Hamilton. John has lived and worked in Dallas, Chicago, the Middle East, Buenos Aires, and Mexico City. But as a New Mexico native and faithful Tech alumnus, he always returned to the land of enchantment. In addition to his long and successful career, John has been a steadfast ambassador for New Mexico Tech. For decades, John has been an active leader in the New Mexico Tech Alumni Association. I am pleased to present to you John Daddle, 2017 recipient of honorary doctorate.
It is. It will happen. Nicole.
Melissa Armillo, Vice President of Student and University Relations, will introduce the next speaker.
Good morning, everybody. As Dr. Stephan well said earlier, this is the first year we'll have a student speaker, and I'm honored to introduce Maisa Weiss. If you want to stand up, Maisa, come on up. Maisa is from Farmington, New Mexico, and just as she raised her hands that she was one of our 4.0ers, she also graduated valedictorian of her high school. She is earning her bachelor's degree today, and she did it in 4 years. Congratulations. In addition to her academic achievements and many campus activities, Maisa served as our student representative on the New Mexico Tech Board of Regents for 2 years. Welcome, Maisa Weiss.
Wow, there's a lot of you. Okay, so I learned that in biology, one of the many things that you can do to prepare yourself for a speech is just do something very embarrassing at the beginning so that there's no humiliation at the end. So I'm just going to dance for a second. Okay, now, sorry, I was never good at dancing. Well, here we are. After 4, 5, maybe 6, maybe 7. Well, anyway, after many years, here we are. Graduation 2017. I don't know about you guys, but I never thought I'd make it. Heck, about 4 days ago, I didn't think I'd make it. But somehow, we have. And I think that's something that all of us can be proud of. Tech has pushed each and every one of us to our limit, and we have triumphed. We've made it through every homework assignment, every exam, every long night, every homework-packed weekend. We have done it. Now, I can't say that we've done it alone. We have to thank our professors. Though we sometimes think they're evil and trying to kill us by homework, they taught us to think, to apply, to strive. To all of the professors here, thank you. We also have to thank our parents, our grandparents, our spouses, girlfriends, boyfriends, and our friends. Their support put us here. I don't know about you, but I can't tell you how many times I had to call my mom. Mom, I'm not going to make it, I'm not going to make it, I'm never going to make it, I'm going to fail, I'm going to drop out of college, I'm going to live in a box under a bridge, and that's just how I'm going to die. You may not have had that exact conversation with your parents, but I know you had something similar. Nevertheless, they always put us back together. So for all of you there, thank you. When I first walked into tech, my mom told me 2 things. First, she said that she didn't want me to go here. She had said there were too many boys and that every single one of them was staring at me. Girls are a rare commodity here. Second, she told me to make as many friends as possible because every single student at this school is going somewhere. I've been amazed at how true the second, well, really both statements are. Last year, the school hung up a bunch of flags for their 125th anniversary. Some of you may not have noticed, I've been amazed at how you can walk to class and still be doing homework. I tried that once, and I kind of ran into a bush, actually. It was really bad. It was over there, face first. I had tree parts in my hair for the rest of the day, and no one would believe me when I said that was just the newest style. Huh. I guess I'm just ahead of my time. Anyways, the flag said, "From gold dust to stardust." Now, I know that the statement refers to the fact that tech started out as a mining school and progressed to become so much more. But it made me actually think of something very different. I thought about how tech takes something that's good. High school students who are at the top of their class, high GPAs, high test scores, and turns it into something that's even better. Tech has changed you. Well, for one thing, it's made you crazier. It's made you able to survive on minimum sleep and kind of questionable cafeteria food. But it's also morphed you into something that's pretty incredible. I always joke that at other schools, the cafeteria conversation consists of what happened at the most recent football game, or how that one celebrity broke out with that other celebrity, or something like that. Here, our conversations run more along the lines of, "Hey, could you figure out that integral? My goodness, I couldn't get my x squared term to cancel." Or, "Man, those E. coli bacteria, they were doing something really weird in the lab today." Or even, "Hey, my explosives worked perfectly yesterday, it was so cool." Half the time I have to respond with, "Darn it, Jim, I am a pre-med student, not a rocket scientist." I would ask what people did for the summer, and they'd say, "Oh yeah, I worked at NASA. Yeah, I worked on the heat shields." That's actually a true story. Or, "Oh, I worked on the self-driving cars at Tesla." When they'd ask what I did for the summer, I went to the prestigious school of Netflix. It was very hard. I studied at least 5 hours a day. What I'm really trying to say is that you guys amaze me. I've had the privilege of being your teammate, your classmate, your friend. It's been an amazing experience to meet you and to get through tech with you. I can't wait to see what you guys do next. Tech has given you a base, now go build a castle. Go build the next engineering marvel. Go discover the cure for cancer, unless Dr. Snesna does so already. Go develop a robot that can do my grad school homework. I will pay. Anyone who is interested, I will see you after the ceremony. In all seriousness, go make a difference. We are the graduating class of 2017, and I believe that we will take the world by storm. Now, I've had to give one of these before, one of these speeches, and I ended with a quote from one of my favorite movies, and I thought that it would be just traditional to stick with that. So here's one of my favorites. College, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Tech. Its ongoing mission? To explore strange new worlds, to seek out the brightest minds, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Live long and prosper. Thank you.
Thank you, Maisa. Every year, the student government gives 3 awards, one to a student, one to a staff member or administrator, and one to a faculty member. The award winners exhibit selfless and outstanding service to both SGA as well as to the student body. Our student winner this year, I need to invite Gabe up here. I think I messed up the script. Come on, Gabe. Sorry. Let me introduce Gabe Montoya. I think I just read your part, didn't I? I am sorry. Pretend I didn't do that.
Hello, everybody. I had the great privilege this year to be the student body president for the undergraduate class, and it was a fantastic honor. This is my class. This is the class I came in on. And unlike many of them, I'm not graduating. That's completely fine. Every year, we choose a faculty member, a student, and a staff member or administrator who has served the students like no one else, as well as help the Student Government Association. For the student award this year, I would like to give it to my good friend, Aaron Milan. Now, throughout today, you've heard about how difficult it is for any of us to complete it in 4 years. I know I can't. But Aaron completed it twice in 4, which is something phenomenal. Throughout his time here, he has helped tutor students, represent us on the national level, competing against MIT and other individuals at the Chemi Jeopardy, as well as he's just been a good friend to many students. So thank you, Aaron. For the staff member, the student government chose to give the award to Dana Gum. Now, many of you have gone to budget analysis, wanting money for your club to go on travel. And you always see Dana. She's come to be known as the dragon keeper of the office, who, frankly, when I first met her, I was scared. But she is honestly one of the nicest people any of us will ever meet, because she helps students get where they need to go and pay for all of their travels. So Dana, come up. For the faculty's choice, the Student Government Association decided to go with something different. They chose somebody who had only been here 1 year, Dr. Sev Watkins of the biology department. During this year, I have heard of numerous students who came and they were amazed that Dr. Watkins, not only in her class, but also with the research and the ability of her to connect with her students and help them with anything and everything, having the best open door policy out of anybody. So, thank you. And now, the Graduate Student Awards.
Good morning. I'm Lori Liebrock, the Dean of Graduate Studies, and please welcome Ivan Kurnia to present the Graduate Student Association Awards.
Thank you, Dr. Liebrock. Each year, the Graduate Student Association presents awards to people who have gone above and beyond the call of duty in the service of the graduate student community. The winner of this year's Student Appreciation Award is Anand Agarwal. Anand, will you please join me on stage? I haven't seen him. So, by the way, Anand first joined NMT in 2015 and is now completing his master's degree in petroleum engineering. And this past year, he has served as GSA's president and worked to foster a stronger sense of community among graduate students. It is with great honor that I present this award for Anand, but he's not here, so we shall move forward. Okay. For the winner of this year's Faculty Appreciation Award is Dr. William Stone, Professor of Mathematics and Dean of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Stone, can you please join me? Dr. Stone has been a proud member of NMT for over 32 years and throughout that time has been a well-known face among both grad and undergrad students. His recent work with student forums and student organization is greatly appreciated, and it is a great honor for us to present him with the 2017 Faculty Appreciation Award. Thank you, Dr. Stone.
Every year, New Mexico Tech presents 2 awards to graduate students, the Langmuir Award and the Founders Award. The Langmuir Award honors an outstanding scientific research paper by a student or recent graduate of New Mexico Tech. This award consists of a plaque and cash. This year's voting for the Langmuir Award ended in a tie. Instead of trying to determine a tiebreaker, the Faculty Senate decided to present 2 Langmuir Awards this year. Our winners are Samuel Colopy of the Physics and Math Departments and Shengwen Zha of the Materials Engineering Department in the Petroleum Recovery Research Center. Can you please both join us on the stage? Last month, Shengwen Zha successfully defended his dissertation titled Study of Hollow Fiber Membrane-Based Technologies for Oil Field Produced Remediation. He was nominated for this award based on his publication on the same subject of treating oil field water. Over the past 3 years, Mr. Zha's findings have been published in 5 peer-reviewed publications, including the SPE Journal, Chemical Engineering Journal, the Journal of Industry and Engineering Chemistry, and Separation and Purification Technology. Mr. Zha will officially complete his degree during the summer semester. Congratulations, Shengwen Zha. Samuel Colopy is a doctoral student in physics and an employee of Raytheon in Albuquerque. Colopy finished his high school career here in Socorro and has earned his bachelor's and master's here at Tech as well. We just can't get rid of him. Professors in the math and physics departments have called Sam one of the brightest students to ever walk the halls of NMT. Sam was nominated for this award based on his work for a paper titled One-Loop Quantum Gravity in the Einstein Universe, which he co-authored with math professor Dr. Ivan Avramidi, who's his research advisor. This paper is devoted to the study of quantum gravity at the finite temperature in the Einstein universe and the related thermodynamical properties of the graviton gas. This paper is on the cutting edge of an important area in mathematical physics. The paper is highly technical and 39 pages long. He's not a quick guy. Yet was accepted very quickly for publication in a top journal with no revisions. Samuel Colopy, I'm pleased to present you with the 2017 Langmuir Award. Congratulations. The Founders Award honors the people responsible for founding the New Mexico School of Mines in Socorro in 1889. It is given to the person graduating today with an advanced degree who is judged to have made an outstanding contribution to the institution through scholarship, research, and involvement in campus affairs. The award consists of a plaque and a cash award. This year's Founders Award is Stephan of the Physics Department. Mr. Sentich, please join us. Stephan will be receiving his doctorate in physics with dissertation in atmospheric physics today. A native of Croatia, Stephan has devoted his research efforts toward understanding, explaining, and modeling convection in the Earth's atmosphere and around the tropics. In November 2015, he published a high-impact paper on this topic in the Journal of Advances in Modeling Earth Systems. His work was also featured as a research highlight in the EOS, the newsletter of the American Geophysical Union. In addition to his research achievements, Stephan has been involved in campus life to a degree many would consider superhuman. Stephan has volunteered to tutor children at the Boys and Girls Ranch near Belen. He obtained grant funding and created new science outreach efforts for elementary students in Socorro, has volunteered for outreach efforts through the music program. He's also exhibited great leadership as an officer of the Graduate Student Association. Dr. Wells, I'm pleased to present the winner of the 2017 Founders Award, Mr. Stephan Sentich. Dr. Doug Wells will present the top undergraduate awards.
Thank you, Dr. Beebrook. In your program, you will find a list of winners of departmental awards. Would all the recipients of these awards please stand? We congratulate you. Mexico Tech congratulates all of you for your achievements. We would also like to acknowledge Tech Scholars. They are students who have demonstrated superior scholastic competence. All of the Tech Scholars are listed in your program. Will the Tech Scholars who are present please rise? The Kramer Awards were established to honor Tom Kramer, an engineer and a member of the Tech Board of Regents for 26 years. They are awarded to the male and female seniors graduating in engineering who rank highest in scholarship. Each recipient receives a certificate and a cash award. The first Kramer Award recipient is Carolyn Coltis McKinney. Carolyn, will you please join me on the stage? Carolyn Coltis McKinney's career at New Mexico Tech has been marked by scholastic achievement, research prowess, leadership, and volunteerism. Carolyn maintained a 3.98 GPA and is graduating with a bachelor's in mechanical engineering. A native of Colorado, Carolyn quickly made a name for herself with her professors with her hard work, attention to detail, and ability to learn quickly. She completed an internship with Chevron and turned down a second internship to stay on campus and manage a $100,000 Department of Homeland Security research project. Carolyn was named a Macy's Scholar for this year, which is Tech's top academic scholarship. She also served as a senator with the Student Government Association and volunteered in the Shock and Dynamics Lab. Carolyn has been accepted to graduate school at Purdue University. Dr. Wells, I'm pleased to present the winner of the 2017 Kramer Award, Carolyn Coltis-McKinney. For the second Kramer Award this year, for the male engineering student with the top scholastic record, will William Sullivan please come to the platform? Native of Portales, New Mexico, William Sullivan is graduating today with a perfect 4.0 GPA and a bachelor's in chemical engineering. He was selected as a Macy's Scholar for the 2015-2016 academic year. In addition to his stellar academic performance, William has been active in the student chapter of the American Society of Chemical Engineers, the St. Patrick's Newman Center, and Tau Beta Pi. Sullivan has proctored events at the New Mexico Science Olympiad and volunteered during the Club Fair and research at Tech Day, a recruitment event that he attended while in high school and which convinced him to come to Tech. William has also volunteered for community events, including the San Miguel Fiestas and tutoring at the Socorro Youth Center. He also regularly helped with the Beautify America campaign. William completed an internship with Southwest Cheese, and he landed a research experience for undergrads position at the University of Pittsburgh. He is now headed to the University of Texas at Austin to pursue a PhD in chemical engineering. The Brown Award is named in honor of Mr. C.T. Brown, who was for many years a member of the Tech Board of Regents. It is presented to the member of the graduating class who, in the opinion of the faculty, ranks highest in scholarship, conduct, and leadership. The award consists of a plaque and a prize of $1,000. The 2017 Brown Award winner is Maisa Weiss. Maisa, can you join us? As you've already heard, Maisa is graduating with her bachelor's in basic science with a 4.0 GPA. Maisa is headed to medical school at the University of New Mexico. Maisa's nomination for the Brown Award was supported by professors in several departments. Originally a mechanical engineering major, Maisa switched to basic science after being accepted to med school as a junior. One of her biology professors said it is very rare to be accepted to med school that early in one's undergraduate career. Maisa was the top student in the chemistry department as a freshman, even though she was not majoring in chemistry. She consistently impressed her professors in every department with her academic abilities, her modesty, her devotion to excellence, her willingness to learn from criticism, and her willingness to help others. Dr. Wells, I'm pleased to present the 2017 Brown Award winner, Maisa Weiss. I'd like to ask our Board of Regents Chair, Deborah Peacock, to introduce our keynote speaker.
I'm pleased to introduce our keynote speaker today, Dr. Frank Etzkorn. Dr. Etzkorn and I have known each other since the 80s. Yes, we're old. When he invented the nicotine patch, and I was the patent attorney involved in patenting, licensing, and going through patent challenges for many, many years. We were ultimately victorious And New Mexico Tech and Frank received a lot of money from this nicotine patch, and that has helped to fund scholarships here at New Mexico Tech, additional inventions, and even spin-out companies. New Mexico Tech has not had keynote speakers for many years, so this is the first time we're going to be having a wonderful keynote speaker address our commencement, and it's my honor and privilege to introduce Dr. Frank Etzkorn.
Good morning, New Mexico Tech. Hey, how you doing? A note from my wife. Don't cuss during toasts, funerals, or commencements. She tries to keep me in line. We've been married for 50 years, and we grew up as babies. From different families. I'm honored and honestly humbled to be here before these outstanding guests of honor, our fabulous techies. And to be honest, at my age, I'm glad to be here at all, man. I see a few old techies. I see some new techies. Some good friends from eons ago. Some people plant workers I know. It's good to know everybody on this campus. We're all friends. It's a small campus. Say hello to everybody. It's kind of also neat to see techie parents honoring their techie students. That's just too great. I see my parole officer too. My computer went down, so I had to go to the backups. A little bit of business. John Shipman, my polymath friend and hero. There would be no campus observatory had it not been for him. He made me sit in my backyard and learn the constellations and the stars and everything he could teach me. I even made a mnemonic in his honor for the zodiac. All the great can lean very low, since some carry additional poundage. I will write President Wells to change the name of the Etzkorn Observatory to the Shipman Etzkorn Campus Observatory, because that's the way it should be. Now, if y'all start clapping, I'm going to go over 10 minutes, and Dr. Wells has got a hook back here. Rest in peace, you multi-talented human. I asked some old techies. Oh, I forgot Cormac. Bob Cormac. Thank you for hiring me. I'm sure you had better choices. But I sure am glad you hired me. You were a friend and almost a father figure. Business over. I asked some old techies and some younger techies for commencement advice, some suggestions. I've made a lot of errors in my life, but that was the biggest one. No, I will not come out in a Professor Farnsworth outfit wearing my blue house slippers. No Hannibal Lecter cart. No lab rat on my shoulder. And I won't shoot the graduates with my machine gun Nerf gun like I did in my class. I did have a KFC bucket, but I couldn't find a Buckethead mask. Honest, I listened to him or it. You'll have to tell your parents who Buckethead is. Let me get my other backup. Let me put this to rest. The rumors of me dumping a dead 8-foot hammerhead shark into a lake at Broward Junior College are lies. The shark was alive. Shark and myself both expelled. I mentioned this since this is one prank I don't even think techies could pull off. I'm very honored to be the first commencement speaker for our new captain, President Stephen Wells. President Wells is going to take that little old school in the middle of the desert with all the smart kids to beyond the stars.